Well, Michelle, thanks for meeting with me as you're traveling to Clemson. Uh, Short week for you after two intense matches. How's the team doing physically and mentally making this trip to Clemson?
Yeah, I think we played two good matches, and I feel like we got a chance to rest yesterday. I felt like our travel was pretty efficient as well when we were out there. So I feel like we're rested and we're ready to go.
You came off the biggest win in program history as far as rankings against Pittsburgh. Before we get to specifics, especially that fifth set, thoughts on that victory and what it meant to the team to earn that victory at Pittsburgh?
Yeah, no, I mean, Pittsburgh has just been a great program and dominating program in the ACC. And so, for us to be able to compete and win in their home court, it means a lot. I think that it revalidates all the work that our staff is doing, or our players are doing, and everything that we're doing to continue to create our vision for this program. So, I mean, it means a lot. Happy for our players, especially our seniors, to be able to get that win over there for them and, just keep getting better.
And you took control really in the match, especially in the fifth set with Julia Bergmann serving. I spoke with her about the impact that her serve has on the offense. What about her performance in having career high, game, see, had a high in kills as far as the match and being named ACC Player of the Week? What about her performance, especially in the fifth set, controlling the serve in those final few points?
Yeah, no, she played a great match, not only offensively but defensively as well, with serving and defense, serve receive, just a blocking, just a very solid overall match from her. And I think that she's just really comfortable with the role that she's playing. She understands her value to the team and what we need out of her consistently. And I think that she's really stepped up and has been able to put some great matches back to back. Just play really consistent. And it's a sign of maturity and that she's growing. And she's really controlling her game, and it's been great to just see her growth and evolution.
What
She's a
about
fun player to coach.
Sure. And what about when she's serving and the specifics that go into it? We went over the hand signals. You tell her kind of where to serve. How do you incorporate that, or what's that process like as far as a point goes? And how has she been able to execute so well with that serve?
Yeah, I mean, we just, our scouting report starts a lot. A lot of our defense starts with our serve, where we want to place the ball, and what the other team tends to do when the ball comes from different places on the court, or when different players pass the ball, or when it's a good pass versus when it's a bad pass or a medium pass. So we study all these situations and just really try to respond based on the tendencies and the things that we have seen. And then Julia is one of our best servers, very consistent, just a high contact point with her serve. So it comes to the other side pretty flat and aggressive. So it's a difficult serve to pass. And she has pretty good control of it. So we can pretty much tell her to put it anywhere on the court, and we know that she's going to execute
Yeah,
that.
and
So I think that's a big, it's
sure.
kind of how it goes.
Yeah. Yeah, and then when you're doing the we talk about also the hand signals, the communication. How much does that go into practice and having to switch the signals so the other team doesn't know about it? How much time do you dedicate to serving and just what has to go into that?
Yeah, well, the defensive part of our game, which starts with the serving, it's a big part of our practices, and we the time on finishing out our practices with just letting, we'll give them targets and we just let them serve for a couple minutes there, just some good repetition so that they can create a routine. Um, but I don't know that you have to be so secretive about what you're trying to serve. I think that by after the first set, I think teams get figured out after you're always going to the same place uh, where you're trying to serve. But again, it's just everything's studied, and we try to play the high percentages. So this is what happens the majority of the time when this happens and when this happens, and so. Uh, and also how they're responding in matches. A lot of times we go in with a serving strategy and we have to change midway through the match because the player wasn't on a great day, or there's someone else we can exploit, or sometimes our servers aren't as efficient as they have been, or things like that. So you just have to adjust, and we really communication is key. I think in all those situations, it's just making sure that we can communicate well with our players so that we're always adapting to what we're seeing in a match and how we feel we can give ourselves a higher chance of winning points.
Okay. And then lastly, you go on the road again. You're undefeated in true road matches so far this year, and now you're heading to a conference foe in Clemson. What have you seen from them, and what will the team have to do well to come out with the win?
Yeah, Clemson's playing really well. They're 3-3 right now. They played some good matches. They play a pretty fast offense. I think their setter does a good job. She takes a lot of risks. So we're really going to have to stay alert and execute defensively, put some pressure on them here. And it will start with our serve and really trying to just exploit their serve receive and see if we can get them in not so much comfortable situations, but also on our side and how we want to respond. Being on the road again, coming from a great match on Sunday, and then having to turn around and have to put up another great match here tomorrow. So we're just really, again, taking one match at a time, trying to continue to build on the things that we're doing well, continue to develop our players and our team so that we keep getting better. But Clemson has played some great matches, and we're expecting a great team tomorrow.